Hello to all fellow fans, you know the drill. If you haven't already, now is the time to pause this video and read the channel's disclaimer before viewing any of my work. Thank you kindly. Time to Die by Hipwell. Chapter 9. Murder at Midnight. The time is midnight, the moon is full and glaring. An old oak tree stands in the light opposite the ruined statues, a grave site. Rebecca's body lay slumped and asleep next to the tree. Carefully and quietly, the wooden pentagram was nailed above her head. Rebecca stirred a few times, but didn't wake. The scene was set. Marie gets into position to one side of Rebecca's sleeping body and holds up her head. Jet rooting through the backpack to find a small double-edged athame that glinted in the light. "Hold her steady," Jet said with a determined look on her face. She raised the dagger high in the air to one side. With a swift swipe, brought it across Becca's neck. A gaping hole appeared in her throat, blood oozing from the wound and gushing at one side. Rebecca awoke with a few short gargled breaths and the words, "You bitch!" With that, she was dead. She still had to get the last fucking word in. "You should have brought some real witchy stuff. It would have been more climatic than that," Marie said, annoyed and riddled with sarcasm. "Can I let go now?" she said with attitude. "Let me get rid of these ropes first, then you can. For now, hold her still." Jet started untying the ropes. This task is quite hard when you're trying not to get covered with blood. "Right, now you can let go." As Marie let go, Rebecca's head slumped down forward into her blood-soaked chest. "Do not take those gloves off until we are back at camp," Jet instructed Marie while collecting the tools they had used. Wrapping the athame correctly and carefully in a cloth so as not to get blood in or on her bag. "Right, spray can, check. Ropes, check. Mallet and nails, check. Tits and ass, check," Marie said, laughing. "Sorry, I just had to say that." She laughed louder. "This bit's fucking serious, woman. We can leave no evidence or trace that we had anything to do with this. She went for a piss, didn't come back, so we go looking for her. Camera on, and we come across this scene. When they call the police, it's elaborate and you're going to have to do a lot of explaining yourself 101 times over and over. So our stories need to be straight. Got it?" "Ooh," Maria laughs. I get it, okay? Someone's cranky." She covers her mouth, trying not to laugh anymore when she sees the look on Jet's face, serious and stern. "Seriously, I do not want to go to prison. You had better sort your shit out, woman. I know we share the same crazy ideas and neither of us seem to get emotional about this stuff, but still, this has to be a big one. We have to do this right. I mean, if you can handle it. If this shit makes the news." "Jesus, I never thought of that. Okay, I have my shit together, boss. What do we do? What do I need to do?" "We need to go back to camp, have a fire, burn the rope, gloves, and anything you got blood on, clothes-wise, or anything, etc. I got some splatter on my shirt, so that will have to go. I came out clean, with no blood. See?" Marie holds her gloved hands up in the air. "Good, but they still have your fingerprints on the inside of them. They have to go." "You've watched way too much crime stuff, dude. Honestly, you should have been a PI, Marie said, laughing. "Right, on that note, let's head back to the camp and get that fire going. We have everything packed, so we leave now. I also feel a bit hypoglycemic, so I could do with some sugar. After all that, I need it." "Okay, let's go," Marie understood. As Jet and Marie walked back to camp, they discussed the ins and outs of the story and how it would work, getting the story down so that they knew what the other one would say. On returning, they observed a small fox playing in the bushes just ahead of them. "Oh, he's beautiful," they said in unison. "Don't you just want to pet him or her?" Marie said in a whispered tone. "Yeah, but we have to leave him be. If he's hungry, he may come to the camp. Brr, it's gone cold. You get the kettle on, and I will make us a fire. Jet began making crisscross sticks and chunks of wood above a generous amount of firelighter blocks. Sticking a few bits of paper in, she then added the flame. Whoosh! Up it went, crackling and popping as the smaller sticks caught light. Perfect. Much warmer now, she said, smiling and warming her hands, removing the gloves and watching them bubble and melt in the fire. Jet then opened the bag, wiped down the bloody athane, and added the cloth to the flames, followed shortly by the rope, Marie's gloves, and her t-shirt. I've been dying to get them off my hands. I hate rubber gloves of any kind, Marie said. Better than your fingerprints on stuff though, right? Yeah, that is true, she chuckled, passing Jet a hot steaming cup of tea. Can I poke the fire? You can do better than that. I'm still going hypo, so ta-da! Marshmallows! She runs to get them from the tent. You beauty, bless ya. I love marshmallows. Are they the big fluffy ones? Yep, and I brought wooden forks too, so just chuck them in the fire when you're done. Less mess to take home, and no washing up. They both laughed. They both sat warming by the fire, tea in one hand, marshmallows in the other, mesmerised by the beautiful flames within. Jet broke the silence. I need to go bury that spray can somewhere, or maybe up in a tree hole. That would be better, Jet said questionably. Yeah, a tree would definitely be better. Give me 10 minutes and I'll be back. Where's my torch gone? Found it! Right, I will be back in no more than 10 minutes. With those words, she darted off into the direction of the toilet stick and off into the woods. While on that mission, Marie sat and rolled smokes, munching on the goodies she could find in a tent box and washing them down with a warm cup of tea, taking her trainers off and toasting her feet by the fire. This is the life, she thought. I could live out here under the stars without a care in the world. It's so peaceful and calm, with only the forest noises in the background. But too quiet, Marie thought to herself. Rooting around in the tent, she found a small speaker and put on some reggae music in the background. At that point, Jet came back from her trip to the woods, out of breath. The spray can is gone. I put it in a hole halfway up a tree, and I'm pretty sure it was a squirrel home, so they may have less room now, but it's wedged in good and proper. Oh, did you have to destroy a squirrel's home? Marie asked, saddened. I love animals, dude, but, prison? Squirrels? Less prison option. It's better in my eyes. Anyway, it's been about 20 minutes now, so we should go look for her. You got the camera ready? Ready, she exclaimed, putting her trainers back on her feet. Camera is now 3, 2, 1, on. Rebecca's been ages now. I'm quite worried about her, Jet said, concerned. You think we should go look for her? Marie said, rehearsed. Yeah, let's go together. Torches on. Use the flash on the camera too so we can have more light. The two headed off into the woods, following the toilet stick until they reached the camping loo. Well, she's not here. Where the hell could she be? The question left open. Rebecca! They shout in unison. Rebecca! Let's go on a bit further. Maybe the loo pot is full or something and she went further out. I don't know, Marie said from behind the camera. Rebecca! Rebecca! Can you hear us? Where are you? Jet's questions were only answered by silence. As they walked further into the woods, they reached the clearing where Rebecca's body lay, just as they left it half an hour ago. Oh my God, Rebecca, Jet said, acting concerned, Marie squealing in the background. We need to call the police now, Jet said, bending down to check Rebecca's pulse. She's dead. Our phones are back at camp, dude. They have no signal. Nothing until we get back to the main road. Marie thinking quickly on improvisation, and Jet not looking happy. Oh my God, woman, you're still filming. She's dead. Turn the camera off. We need to head back now and call the police. Okay, I'm turning it off now. Let's go, Marie said, turning off the camera. The two headed back to camp to collect what bits they needed. I'm still going hypo with all this walking. I need more sugar when we get back before we walk to the main road. Definitely need some sweets. I also need to stick the athane back in my sheath and strap it to my ankle. Jet began to worry that her diabetes may mess up this plan. She wasn't used to having such low blood sugars all the time. Thank you for listening. There you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed listening, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel for all future videos and projects.